France's political predicament deepens. Alvaro's government is feared to be ineffective. A new political crisis in France is brewing, with mounting concerns that the confidence vote next month could result in the ousting of François Bayrou's minority government. On Monday, Bayrou confirmed that he had requested President Emmanuel Macron to hold an extraordinary session of parliament on September 8. The proposed budget cuts will not be supported by opposition parties from the far left and right, even as Bayrou is expected to seek parliamentary support for their increasing public debt reduction. The political turmoil has been compounded by the announcement of a September 10 protest and calls by Marine Le Pen to dissolve parliament. On Tuesday, Jean-Luc Mélenchon, the leader of the France Unbound party, escalated the pressure on Macron to step down in response to Bayrou's electoral defeat. The political landscape is highly competitive as Macron's second term comes to an end in 2027. He has declared that he will remain in office until the end of his term, but if Bayrou government declines him, Macron will need to find a new prime minister, which will have repercussions that will significantly impact the president's mandate for the remaining 2 years. Michel Barnier, the former prime minister, was dismissed after 3 months in office. The National Alliance joined forces with the left to topple Bayrou's government in the 2026 budget in December. Despite government ministers calling for an agreement, some maintain that all options are open to discussion. Justice Minister Gérald Darmanin expressed dissatisfaction with the flexibility of engaging in negotiations with political groups in the legislature. The Paris Stock Exchange experienced a drop of over 6% in shares due to political instability, while 10-year sovereign bond yield rose. Eric Lombard pledged to fight for the government's victory on September 8. Bayer's budget proposal in July 2026, which included provisions to cut public discounted costs and save roughly €44 billion, was met with strong negative feedback. Bayrou's political future may be jeopardized by his vote of confidence, according to experts. In a parliament that was deeply divided, Barry had to use his sword to demand clemency, as stated by Mafugalo from the Ipsos Institute. The decision made by Bayrou to leave the country has been criticized by far-right and Green leaders, who argue that it is now up to the people to decide their own fate.
Trial of Durga Prasad and 2 other individuals in an organised crime case is set to occur on the case of Kasser, an organised crime case involving 3 individuals, including medical practitioner Durga Prasad, has been scheduled for March 17. Prasad lawyer's request caused the hearing of Judge Balram Lamsal in the Kathmandu District Court to be postponed for another week. Indian gangster Nick Lawrence Bishnoi is accused of trying to blackmail Nepali businessmen for making illegal profits. Harish Chandra File, who owns 5-story houses, including Durga Prasad in Kasser and Ramchandran Manali, possessing a 13th house. The Central Bureau of Investigation, CBI, has taken Harichandra File into custody and brought him to Kathmandu from India, where he was accused of making phone threats against Nepali businessmen while in India. File is alleged to have threatened Siddhya, the leader of Durga Prasad, if they did not work together for the nationality, religion, culture and civic protection Mahabharata. Prasad is among the individuals being sought by law for their actions under the Prevention of Organised Crime Act and the Non-Criminally Profiting Claims Act.
Lamature Cup held a special place in Juali's life. Juali Club of Pokhara claimed the Lamature Cup Open Men's Volleyball Championship in the Navadash Community Development Society's final on Tuesday. Sanjit Dunjurali won the title and cash prize of Rs 3 lakh by defeating Jilem Society Karasoti by 322 sets. The runner-up was granted Rs 1.5 lakh. Despite losing the first set in the competitive match, Dunjurali emerged victorious with 2,225, 2,518, 2,627, and 1,512 sets. Dunjurali, with Sanju Vikram Shah as his captain, prevented the match in the 4th set 24-24 and was declared the best player for his victorious wicket. In the Lamature Cup Inter-Mavi School Volleyball Tournament, Shant Mavile emerged victorious over Tops Maddy, who won the title by 311 sets in the final and was presented with a cash prize of Rs 1 lakh. The winner of the previous round was awarded 50,000. Tops won the first set, but Shant managed to win the title in sets of 2,225, 256, 2,513, and 2,514 through strategic play.
Trivia and PRI have reached 4 points of understanding during the 34-day march. A 3-point agreement was reached between the all-revolutionaries and the Trivia, who have been protesting for 34 days about the fees of 4 departments. 4 central departments within the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences have agreed to lower fees for international relations and diplomacy, gender studies, social work and conflict, peace and development studies. The MOU indicates that the payment of the fee will be reduced from the current fixed fee to a fixed amount of Rs.110,000, which will commence in the second semester of this year. The resolution was made to administer the scholarships given to students in accordance with the trivial rules and to manage the resources and personnel needed in the central departments.
Work is underway to upgrade Surya Vinayak dual road segment. The Janagal area of Kavrapa Lanchuk's Bampi municipality No. 10 has been designated as the starting point for the project, which is currently in the process of being pitched. The extension of the road from Jangal to Bansapati to Sangha was halted due to monsoon in the months of Asar and Sawn, as the project is currently being implemented in Surya Vinayak, Julahal Ulahal, Sintalia and Bardibas roads. Local interference has caused the construction of the bridge in Bainpa to halt for nearly 6 months, and the extension was suspended after local people prevented the development of an area about 200 meters high called the center line. The blockage occurred at a distance of 140 feet from the center line, with locals disputing the requirement to distribute houses equally on both sides. The issue has not been resolved after concerted efforts to clear the hindrances. Presently, a single km of road is being constructed from Shandiswari Gorge to Bainpa Charadut. The miners reported that work was taking place in a brief interval outside the bridge, from Sun Vinayak to Dukkal. The work in the dust-stricken area is accelerating, as wall construction, drainage, and pavement work have all been completed within a kilometre, according to him, with plans for road black paper being prepared in 3-5 days. The 28 kg dust has not affected a house, and the high-tension power lines poles in some areas have not been relocated. The Arnico Highway's extension, which will cover 6 lanes and link Surya Vinayak in Batpur to Dual in Kavrapalanchok, has been delayed. The project is expected to be finished in 36 months and completed in 24 months. The expansion of the road is being carried out in 2 parts, one on Surya Vinayak towards Sangha and another on Dual. The Summer Vinayak Sangha section has been completed by the mine for 37% of its work, while the Sangha Julikal section only handles 50%. In the urban area of Bainpa's Sangadhulahal block, the construction of individual houses, bridges, and houses that cannot be demolished within the standards has been postponed, resulting in approximately 65% of the physical construction work being completed by the deadline. The project's first phase involved the expansion of the 8.44 km stretch between Sangha to Dual, which cost Rs 4.54 billion, while the second phase incurred Rs 3.88 billion.